Resident Evil is one of the most iconic video game series that the world has ever seen. That being said, keeping the good name that they've built up has been an incredibly bumpy road for them. They rose to the top with Resident Evil 4, fell all the way back down with Resident Evil 6, and managed to climb its way out of hell with the RE engine and Resident Evil 7. This video isn't about the history of Resident Evil's development though. I do highly recommend checking those videos out because the story is very interesting, but the focus of this video is more on my experience with one of the games, Resident Evil 3 Remake. Now before we get started, I would like to lay the groundwork for my qualifications on this little overview to make sure you all have a good understanding of what Resident Evil is to me. I am 23 years old, meaning that I was 3 years old when the original Resident Evil 4 came out. By the time Resident Evil 7 released, I was 15 and currently in a video games make me less cool at school so I don't have to play them anymore phase of my life. Obviously that was a lie. I still watched the entirety of the game on YouTube, but I never truly experienced it for myself. What I'm saying is, for the majority of my existence, these games have not been a part of my life. Then one day, Resident Evil Village was released. Now, I know this is not a major favorite for most fans of the series, but I loved this game. It was my introduction to the series, and luckily for me, the next release would be one that makes me a die-hard fan, Resident Evil 4 Remake. I put so many hours into this game, and it is definitely one of my personal top 3 games of all time. This brings us to now, where I have decided that even with my busy schedule, I want to play every Resident Evil game. Why start with Resident Evil 3 Remake though? Well, that's simple. It's the one I know least about. I've heard many mixed opinions on it, and I know it has a different protagonist. I love you, Leon, but don't worry, we will reunite when I do one of these for RE2. Anyway, with my qualifications and why I chose RE3 out of the way, let's just jump into the action. Literally, this game wastes no fucking time throwing you into chaos. You start with a small moment of calm in your apartment where the environment can tell you a little bit about who you are going to be playing as for your adventure through Raccoon City. Jill Valentine. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't think Jill would be able to impress me. I mean, Leon is my campy diva zombie killing queen. How could anyone compare to him? And just look at the state of her apartment. Jill, why are you such a fucking slob, dude? Like, that is too many dishes for one person, you know? Well, cleanliness aside, I am happy to say Jill did not disappoint. It does not take long at all for you to realize this woman is a terrifying force of nature. The Incredible Hulk could attack her while wearing a garbage bag for a suit and she would brush it off like it was a regular Tuesday morning. And that's exactly how this game starts. Oh shit! Oh my god, really? Just like that? Oh my god! Oh my god! That's not gonna stop him, you idiot! Do you see what this creature is? That's the fucking Hulk, my boy! Oh shit! Run!
Out of here.
Oh my god. Why does he want me? I'm just a little dude. Just a little Jill. Well, that was a little wimpy of him. Just a little piece of glass did that to him. Run, Jill! Run! My god. This thing's fucking terrifying. I don't understand how I'm supposed to dodge this fucker. What the hell? Like I said, the game wastes no time at all. You probably have 5 minutes of peace before this game decides to throw this abomination at you. What's more surprising is how little Jill seems to give a fuck about it. I mean, she goes from escaping this giant trash monster to not even warning her BFF Brad about it being right behind her. But you know what? She probably just didn't want to worry Brad. They've obviously been really close for a while, and this is not the time to be worrying about the issues that are not in front of us. I found myself incredibly excited to embark on this journey with him as our partner. He's obviously the best guy for us. The man got us pizza because he was worried about us, called to warn us about incoming danger, and even came back for us in case we needed help. You know what, Brad? If we make it out of this alive, I'm going to provide you with the best sloppy toppy of your life.
We're gonna make a run for it!
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
Okay, so 10 minutes in and we've already had our best friend die. Man, this game moves really fast. Don't worry, Brad. I won't forget you, and nothing will interrupt my quest for escaping the city and living a good life, just like you wanted for me. I don't think I'll ever be able to love again.
Sorry. It's my turn, bitch!
Hey! Fuckface!
Oh my god. It's like all of my island dream men put inside the body of a horny Umbrella Corps soldier. It's forbidden love, but it only makes it more tempting. Okay. The Jill love interest bit is over. Point is, this game, at least in the beginning, moves incredibly fast. I've heard this as a complaint from many who play the game, but I found it fitting. I mean, she has a giant undead gem rat wearing trash chasing her through a zombie-filled city. Do you expect that to be slow-paced? Regardless, this is the point where I'd say the game slows down a bit. You go with Carlos and rendezvous with his squad of Umbrella soldiers, whose stated mission is to save as many from the city as possible. Of course, Jill calls bullshit and makes it obvious she does not like this group and who they work for. Anyway, our new objective is to get the subway train operational so that we can escape the city with as many survivors as possible. For whatever reason, they send me out to do this. Alone. I have a pistol with no ammo, and these guys have full body armor along with fully modded combat-ready assault rifles. But sure, let's send me out to save our asses. That's smart. Anyway, before I embark on this quest, Carlos has some incredibly important info to give me.
Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Now that it's clear that I know what a radio does, I'll go on my way. I'll keep this section short. I met an angry Russian, I get bolt cutters, I get a shotgun, I witnessed the most disgusting monster I've ever seen in any Resident Evil game. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What the fuck was that? I destroy the creature's home, and then I fix the subway train right before running into our big trash man again. Come on, let's play Ring Around the Rosie. Come on. After making him look like a dumbass, I meet back up with Carlos. Unfortunately, I made the trash man, and yes, I will be calling him Trash Man from now on, pretty angry with me, so he found me really fast. Like the hero I am, I led him away from the train so I could handle him before making our escape. I managed to lose him by going to the sewers, and on my way back to the surface, I met the cutest little abominations in Raccoon City. Show me your chompers. Who's a good boy? Eat it up. Go nom nom nom. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? After feeding all of them, I climbed the ladder to the surface and got to talk with the trash man again. Oh, there he is. What's up? So, I was told to run. Oh my god. It was not a very productive conversation. It led to him burning down a skyscraper and us having our first of 3 boss battles on the roof. There wasn't much to this one other than running away, shooting, stunning, and trying to make the canister on his back explode. It was a fun fight, and the lead up to it made it feel epic. I mean, this man has been fucking everything up from the moment the game began, so to kick his ass was incredibly satisfying. I escaped the rooftop and left the trash man for dead, and began to head back down towards Carlos. On the way, I had the displeasure of witnessing yet another disgusting death animation.
Highly unfortunate.
And also the displeasure of realizing that the trash man was in fact not dead.
It says. He's still alive, and he has more shit. Oh my god.
So yeah, I guess burning alive in a collapsing building was not enough to kill him. This time he had a rocket launcher and really good aim for a soggy gem rat who wears a trash bag. I thought I managed to escape, but then he destroys a toy store and made me reenact Indiana Jones. He chased me for a bit again, extra mad this time because he really thought the Indiana Jones trap would work, but I still managed to escape and reunite with my top OnlyFans subscriber, Carlos. We meet back up with his squad in the subway, have a quick passive-aggressive talk with the mean Russian, and Carlos bids me farewell as he goes to search for a vaccine. I sit down for a nice train ride and begin to relax. Naturally, the trash man can't allow that.
What was that? How is this fucker not dead yet?
How rude, really. Then, the most surprising, out of nowhere, jaw-dropping betrayal occurs.
Nikolai, what are you doing?
It's not after you.
Wait, you're telling me the mean Russian was actually an evil Russian? What? I have no time to process this because the old man drops a line that is ripped straight from another beloved Harrison Ford movie.
Get off my train, shitbird! Get off my plane.
This, unironically, may be my favorite one-liner in the entire game. We then get to control Carlos. I honestly wasn't too invested in this part of the game, but it was cool seeing the location I'll be playing in when I play RE2. Honestly, I'll just sum it up for you. We explore Raccoon City Police Department looking for something that can tell us where Dr. Bard is because he might have a vaccine to the T-virus. We find out he's at a hospital nearby before departing, and then we learn about the incident on the train. Of course, Discord Daddy Carlos must put his mission on hold to go save his kitten. Then, we cut back to Jill. She survived the train wreck and makes her way out of the subway tunnels to the surface, but the trash man is not far behind us. Luckily, that explosion really seemed to hurt him, and the bitch can't even swim. What a nerd.
Oh shit. Oh, he's cool now.
Fuck. The trash man is no longer trash man. He has evolved into something much, much worse. A trash chihuahua. This brings us to the next boss battle, and I really enjoyed this one. Unlike the last one, whether it was by my doing or the game intended this, I didn't have too much on me to fight with. Luckily, there were some items scattered around the area for me to use. Now, I'll admit, I've seen parts of this fight before, so I knew the strategy was to use the mines on the wall to knock this man down. It was a really satisfying loop. I'd do enough damage, the big doggo would get the zoomies, I would stop the zoomies, and then rinse and repeat until the big doggo is dead. Put that on top of good music and a cool arena, and you got a nice, fun, long boss fight.
Right, let's do this. Suck it!
Of course, just like last time, this trashy and large chihuahua is not dead yet. Luckily for us, Jill pulls from yet another movie Harrison Ford was in to beat him. Star Wars.
Oh my god.
The makers of this game obviously have the same movie taste as me, and I love it. Anyway, the Chihuahua infects us with Chihuahua juice, and we pass out as the evil Russian stands over us like a creep. 12 hours later, Carlos finally catches up and saves us, bringing us to the hospital where the vaccine may be. Now, this area was definitely more interesting than the last portion, but I'm beginning to think I just don't like playing as Carlos. I'll sum it up for you again. After finding a safe space for Jill and being weirded out by the noises she makes...
Can you quiet? My God, your noises are excessive.
Where's Bard now?
I fight my way through the hospital to find the doctor, and then discover he's dead, but did have a vaccine. Along the way, I fight what is arguably the most annoyingly difficult Resident Evil creature to face, the Hunter. I managed to make it back to Jill with the vaccine and end off my time with Carlos by using the rest of my items in a pretty fun defense sequence while my buddy tries to lock down the hospital. It was cool playing as you, Carlos, but now it's time for the endgame. We wake back up as Jill and learn from Carlos's Discord mod that he went down to the basement where we may be able to make a vaccine that can save the city. Before I head down to join him, I learned from a friendly person in my chat that there is a Magnum back in the hospital area for me. And for those wondering, yes, I do live stream every game I make a video on straight to this channel. So if you're bored and want to watch the full 6 hours it took me to beat this game like the maniac who told me about the Magnum, go right ahead. And since you're already on my channel, you should do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because I love making these videos, and the higher that number is, the more I'm able to justify the time I spend on them to my wonderful girlfriend. Anyway, with my self-promotion out of the way, let's get back to the game. I go into the basement of the hospital and discover it's actually a secret Umbrella laboratory. Naturally, the evil Russian is waiting for me, and just like any evil man would do, he cuts the power right when things are starting to get good. It wasn't too much of a hassle to fix, but by the time I reached his position, he had already left. It's at this point that our friend links back up with us and tells us the urgency of our situation.
They'll call off the strike if, and this is one big ass if, we can deliver the vaccine to them before they launch.
How long do we have?
Hours, maybe.
Time is of the essence now, but something else is on my mind. Something just doesn't sit right with me when listening to Carlos's Discord mod.
I feel like he's a traitor. I think he's betraying us hardcore right now. How'd you know that code, buddy?
It's done.
I don't trust you at all. This man knew the code, okay?
I realize that this man may backstab me at any point, and I vow to keep an eye on him for the foreseeable future.
Tyrell! Keep going. We're almost there. No!
Well, that theory was killed as fast as he was. Honestly, thank you, Trash Chihuahua. I didn't want to deal with the anxiety that he had just started to give me. I continue on through the Umbrella Lab. I get the materials to craft the vaccine and manage to use almost all of my equipment fighting the monsters along the way. I know there's another boss fight coming up, but hey, at least I have my Magnum and a ton of grenade launcher ammo, so I should be fine, right? Of course, these fuckers came in one last time to fuck everything up. I had almost no ammo besides all the Magnum ammo I had saved when walking into the last save point before the final boss. Luckily, there was more grenade ammo lying around the room, so with my hopes low but my resolve high, I walked into what might be my favorite boss I think I've ever had in the Resident Evil series.
There he is. There's my boy. That's my guy.
The Trash Chihuahua is back, and he's madder than ever. He falls into a pit, and right when you think you're able to escape him, the evil Russian appears and does what he does best: fucks you over. You're thrown into the pit with the Chihuahua, who will now be called, due to his performance in this fight, Nemesis. I could explain this fight to you, but I'd rather show you. Just know that, yes, I did die many times, but even with dying a ton, I still had a damn good time with this fight.
No, you cannot stagger me first thing. You fucking asshole! Good. Stay over there while I run and do my thing, okay? Oh, look at my hair. It's voluptuous. Ah! Fuck! I'm not fine. No! What the fuck? You know what? I've had worse odds. Okay, that got him to the next stage. Good boy. Spend less. Walmart. Fuck. There we go. Load up the rest. Okay, he's getting the zoomies now. Tank 5. Bonk. Bonk. Let's do a little bit of this action. Keep him burning. Let's just nail him with a shotgun twice. Alrighty, he's on the next one. The next boomy zoomy already. Number 8. Bonk. Bonk.
I got this.
You do your thing, Carlos. I got rid of the fucker that killed me last time.
I'll take it.
There we go. Oh, how am I supposed to dodge that shit, dude? I think this might be it. Fuck yes! Fuck yes! Oh my god. I was astounded by how much fun I had during this. In fact, it's the thing I will say it does better than RE4. It was difficult, it was fun, and the whole game had been building up to it from the first sequence. I think the fact that this angry, trashy, gym rat chihuahua had been our #1 hater since day one, and the only boss we fight in the game, made this fight feel so personal. So, the feeling I had when beating him here, when he was at his strongest and I was at my strongest, felt euphoric. But this game wasn't done with me yet, and neither was Nemesis. Just like every Resident Evil game I've played, it's time for the cinematic gimmick fight. He's back, and he's reached his true final form, Big Nemi.
Opening compartment.
Now we're talking.
Cooldown in progress. Please reactivate power sources.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
One power source remaining.
Put you right back on your ass.
All power sources activated.
Get fucked. Oh my god. No! Yes!
Next time,
Yes!
take the fucking hint!
Get railed, motherfucker! Yeah, this fight was just a gimmick, but still dangerous enough to have tension. I mean, I underestimated his ability to still rock my shit and died once. After killing him once and for all, I managed to make it to a helipad where I see Carlos injured on the ground. And then, the culprit appears.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
No!
After he destroys the vaccine we worked so hard to get, we have a final fight between me, him, and Carlos that climaxes to Carlos pulling a Goku and asking me to use the special beam cannon on him and the Russian. Seemed a little unnecessary to me, but hey, I appreciate the dedication. I managed to hit him and not Carlos, and we escape to the city before it gets blown to smithereens by our wonderful troops. And that's where the game ends. I had so much fun with this one, and it was really needed. I know many see this as one of the lesser Resident Evil games, but that just wasn't the case for me. Yes, it's very short and may not deserve the $40 price tag because of that, but for me it's simple. I love a good Resident Evil game, and I wanted to play one that I hadn't played before all in one go. And this game provided that beautifully. I know I probably should have done Resident Evil 2 Remake before this, but I just wanted this to be my practice round at making a Resident Evil video before I do the one that the majority think is the better game. I am so excited for when I do that, and I hope this video does really well because the better it does, the sooner I'm going to play that game and make a video on it. I have one last little unrelated thing to say before I sign off. While streaming this game, the last hour had a consistent 15 to 18 viewers. With how the internet is now, that doesn't sound like a big number to most, but I personally have never had a consistent audience of that size, and it was so heartwarming. I mean, I just sat there in awe thinking about the fact that basically a whole classroom full of people I don't know just watched me play a game that I love for an hour. So, if you happen to be watching this and were there, I really thank you for that because that motivated me so much to get this video out as soon as possible, as well as continue my quest to have a video up every week this year. So, yeah. In summary, Resident Evil 3 Remake is a fantastic game, and you are all awesome for sticking with me through this video. Thank you, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Stop! I know the video's over, but YouTube has this cool end screen option, and I'm gonna use that to promote myself. So, if you like this video and want to help a small creator like myself learn what works and what doesn't, go ahead and just like and maybe even subscribe, you know? If you think about it, subscribing now could be like investing in Bitcoin in 2010. I should have done that.